even in hard-to-reach places, and there are no filters to buy ever again. Right now, you can get 3 thunderstorms for under $200 with a $200 discount. Place one in your basement, your bedroom, your family room, put them all over the house. Go to EdenPureDeals.com. Use discount code REDEYE to save $200. That's EdenPureDeals.com. Discount code REDEYE, and shipping is free.
Rise and shine, truckers. It's time for today's Roll Haul. I'm hauling coffee.
I'm hauling books.
Cheers.
And I'm still hauling coffee. From hauling coffee to more coffee, Progressive Commercial saves safe truckers an average of $3,740 when they share their ELD data with us. Get a quote in as little as 5 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Save customers based on FMCSA inspections, driving history, and other data for for-hire transportation. Not available in all states. Savings not guaranteed. At renewal, driving data could increase or decrease premiums.
If you're a trucking industry professional, then you need to stay on top of changing regulations, equipment upgrades, and technology advancements. Fleet Owner Magazine gives you all of this and more. Written for fleet executives and managers, Fleet Owner gives you the business intelligence on operations, vehicle maintenance, regulations, and information technology you need to stay ahead. But that's not all. With its monthly print publication, daily and weekly email newsletters, and a website updated several times a day, Fleet Owner has all the latest news and information delivered to you when you want it and where you want it. From industry experts to award-winning writers and columnists, Fleet Owner is the #1 source for trucking information in North America. Remember to visit fleetowner.com every day for the latest industry news. You can also sign up to receive Newsline, their free email newsletter, and subscribe to Fleet Owner Magazine. Visit fleetowner.com. Fleet Owner, for news you can use.
The St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund is excited to once again offer its diabetes prevention program, Driving Down Diabetes. This free CDC-approved year-long program begins January 9th, 2023, with live webinars focusing on nutrition, movement, stress management, sleep, and more. Sponsored by Southern Recipe, this program is for those at risk not already diagnosed with diabetes. Go to truckersfund.org, take the risk assessment located under the Health and Wellness tab, and sign up today.
The summer heat has set in, and it doesn't look like Alabama's cooling down anytime soon. To avoid heat illness, it's important to take preventative measures. Drink more fluids. Stay indoors. When temperatures are extreme, reduce or eliminate strenuous activities during the hottest times of the day. Protect yourself from the sun with a hat and sunscreen, and never leave pets or people in parked vehicles. This message brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health and the state.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. As a parent, it can be scary to hand the car keys to your teenager. To help your teen stay safe, be a good role model and follow traffic laws yourself. Set rules for your teen, including wearing a seatbelt, driving only during the day, and limited distractions, including from their passengers. Finally, make sure your teen knows it is never okay to text and drive. For a sample driving agreement for teens, visit healthychildren.org.
Provocative, personal, unfiltered. This is Mouthpiece.
Because we experience a lot of different things. We experience a lot of hate from the world. And the only thing that we can really run to is each other's arms. Together, we have something powerful.
Super Bowl champion and self-described feminist Michael Bennett and his wife Pele invite listeners into their professional and private lives.
By doing it authentic.
Listen and subscribe to Mouthpiece, free wherever you get your podcasts from the Westwood One Podcast Network.
Where the conversation starts.
My wife and I enjoyed a wonderful dinner last week with friends we hadn't seen in a long time. The next day, we received a handwritten note which they delivered to our mailbox, letting us know how much they had enjoyed our dinner together, along with an article that we had discussed. You know, in today's high-tech, low-touch world, it's refreshing to get a thoughtful handwritten note once in a while. It's enough to inspire me to get started. To learn more, check us out at BeKindnessRevolution.net.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
It's Friday Radio. He's Eric Carney, and I'm Gary McNamara, 866-90 Red Eye. Now, this is interesting. Another article that I just am reading from the New York Post on it. The alleged corruption
for this particular allegation of not just corruption, but a criminal act, is believed to be involve a country other than China, the Post understands. We'll get that coming up here.
Top of the hour news is brought to you by House Products. Visit houseproducts.com.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One.
You are listening to Red Eye Radio live from the Uniden America studio. Uniden, social media at its best. Go to uniden.com today.
Tom Bodette here, still leaving the light on for the long-haul trucker. While we were locked down at home, you were out there day and night bringing us what we needed to make it through. And Motel 6 is here to help you make it through. Want to trade a loose load strap and a sore back for a good night's sleep? Yes, you do. Motel 6 has a place just down the road with a clean, comfortable room and a great low rate. You'll know it when you see it. I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
Looking to save on diesel, repair and maintenance, tires and oil changes? Love's Travel Stops has the card for you. With the Love's Express card, you save at least 16 cents per gallon, $25 on tire purchases, and even more on service costs. With more than 600 locations nationwide, you need this card in your wallet. Love's Express eliminates the hassle of cash or credit cards and brings consistent and competitive pricing no matter the size of your fleet. Go to lovesfinancial.com today and unlock a special offer just for you. lovesfinancial.com.
When you eat in a Denny's booth, you find that time moves like nowhere else. With one bite, everything stops. Every hurry and worry comes to a halt that used to last forever. And now, our new Diner Classics Plus menu matches the past and the future to bring you yum, believable time-warping flavor. Like the new spicy moves over my handy with savory chorizo and jalapenos, or the red, white, and blue buttermilk pancakes that pause the world around you. Whether breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anything in between, at Denny's, it's Diner time. Price participation may vary, limited time only.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we're proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the million-mile mark with preventable, accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you can be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1 million miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, House Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
You know, truck drivers play a critical role in our economy, hauling almost everything we buy. These men and women are the unsung heroes and the backbone of America. When our heroes need support, they turn to the St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund. The St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund is a 501c3 truck driver charity that steps in to cover necessity household items when an injury or illness takes a driver off the road. Learn more and donate today at truckersfund.org. That's truckersfund.org.
WLWIAM is News Radio 1440, also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Female shot, she's seriously bleeding, shot in the side of the back.
Emergency dispatch in Atlanta after police say a CDC employee was killed by a gunman who opened fire in the waiting room of a medical office. 4 others were injured. Mayor Andre Dickens says an 8-hour manhunt ended with an arrest at a condom complex in nearby Cobb County.
Thanks to the highly trained police officers across our region, we are able to bring this suspect into custody without further harm. He will be charged and stand trial for his crime.
A source tells CBS News the 24-year-old is a Coast Guard veteran. His mother says he takes medication for mental health issues. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has just made an in-person plea before the International Criminal Court at The Hague for the creation of a special tribunal to to try Russian President Putin for war crimes.
I'm sure we will see that happen when we win. And we will win.
The court's already issued a warrant for Putin's arrest. Russia says he is at work at the Kremlin a day after officials accused Ukraine of a failed attempt to assassinate him. More from correspondent Cami McCormick.
The Kremlin accuses the U.S. of masterminding the drone attack, which it says was carried out by Ukraine. Ukraine denies involvement and says it's an excuse for Russia to step up its attacks.
Good morning.
Foreign policy chief.
Pretty good.
We call Russia not to use this alleged attack as an excuse to continue the escalation of the war.
In the meantime, the Kremlin says it's stepping up security ahead of its World War II victory celebrations next week.
Here in the U.S., a judge in Wisconsin will hear arguments today in a lawsuit challenging the state's 174-year-old abortion ban. It was effectively voided for almost 50 years until the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade last year.
Would you be creative?
Federal Reserve Chair
Oh, you went to the wrong one. That's for commercials.
To raise interest rates another
That's for spots.
point to their highest level in 16
Go
years.
to that one.
Oh,
okay.
Promo. From the potential,
Oh,
short.
be promotion. Oh, see, promo.
Now up to lawmakers in
Go to
Washington
your
to raise the
calendar.
debt ceiling
Today
to
is
avoid
home, go
withdrawals.
home.
Just days before the Kentucky Derby, 4 horses had died.
Okay,
at
hit,
Churchill Downs. The racetrack
content.
gave no cause of death for Parents' Pride
Okay, hit
or
it in.
Chasing Artie, who shared the same trainer. The track says 2 others were
Got nothing but
euthanized after
content.
they got hurt.
Why is nothing showing up in your stuff?
Unusual, completely unacceptable. This is CBS News.
Okay, I'll have to write you. I'm gonna do a liner.
Yeah, just stick it in my message box there. Because I'm AM, baby.
Stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rent. Imagine owning your own building and saving thousands every year. Sound impossible? Not if you use General Steel. General Steel can help you save thousands by owning your own custom-designed building. Just call 888-74-STEEL. That's 888-74-STEEL to see how much money you can save with General Steel. Our buildings come with a 50-year warranty, and thousands of companies, from Fortune 500 corporations to startups, have trusted the General with their building needs.
If you need to expand or start a new business, you really need to.
I'm very friendly to them. Everyone's been extremely helpful. I recommend it to anyone who can get to see.
Stop wasting money on rents. Call 888-74-STEEL. That's 888-74-STEEL to find out about all our popular quick construction kits, including a 40 by 60 foot building or a 50 by 100 clear span building. Just call 888-747-8335 now. That's 888-74-STEEL.
There's been a big street gang takedown in the Midwest. Charges have been filed against 45 members or associates of 2 major Minneapolis street gangs. U.S. Attorney Andrew Luber.
The defendants are charged with crimes ranging from participating in a criminal organization under RICO to using firearms in furtherance of murder and drug trafficking.
Luber says the indictments allege that the defendants engaged in violence such as revenge killings, assaults, and shootings that included the murder of innocent bystanders. Most of the suspects are in custody. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News. Police in Hernando County, Florida say the mother of Nick and the late Aaron Carter was arrested for turning up the TV too loud. 64-year-old Jane Schneck was booked on 1 count of domestic battery after a disagreement in her home. Police say the other person involved wanted to sleep and a physical argument ensued. The sheriff's office says both parties had been drinking alcohol. No one was injured. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Why did that make the news? Seriously, I mean, why did that make the news? Who cares?
We are concerned about the alarming increase in man-made disasters, financial institutions collapsing, or worsening food shortages. Americans are preparing in numbers not seen since World War II. Let's change this now. The folks at My Patriot Supply make it easier than ever for you to have peace of mind knowing you're ready for what's next. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com. Stock has over a dozen emergency food kits. These include tasty dinners, drinks, eat snacks, averaging over 2,000 calories per day. Get at least one kit per person. As we all know, calories equals energy equals survival. My Patriot Supply food kits are in stock, shipped discreetly. We've seen too many Americans let down by institutions we used to trust. We can rely on ourselves. MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com.
There's a saying in America's military men and women will never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project, we never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
You want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons will design by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language. Language co-op. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's B-A-B-B-L.
So you need talk radio. Nobody tells you what to say.
Is it still working?
Still spinning.
I tell you what, sign out in there
Okay.
and see.
Interest-free financing available.
Hurry, sell them soon.
Mattress accessories and totally included.
Like we've been saying for almost 30 years. You don't make fake money, so don't stop fake wood. Good morning, Alabama. How'd you sleep last night? You can buy them actually anywhere, but at Wolf Boys Bedding, we want to make sure you get a good night's sleep. We would take the time to teach you how a mattress is made, what supports you, and what gives you comfort. Then let you make a decision on what's best for you. Whether you need an inexpensive mattress or a great night's sleep, we have you covered. Shop the Better Sleep sale and get up to $400 off on Here to Sleep homegrown collection. Don't count cheap, get a great night's sleep. Wolf Boys Bedding, next to American Oak Florida.
Don't miss Sean Hannity.
Biden incoherently adheres
Live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
If I were the king of the world.
Your WSFA first story weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by AC by LaQuire. AC by LaQuire, celebrating 40 years of comfort. They've proudly serviced the river region since 1983. Contact them for your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Visit acbylaquire.com for a list of services and offers today. That's acbylaquire.com. License number 84417.
Another chilly start in the 40s will give way to a beautiful afternoon, mainly sunny skies, highs around 80 degrees with calm wind speeds. For tonight, we're down to 56. We increased the moisture in cloud cover. That's why we're not down into the 40s tonight. For tomorrow, we'll all be up in the 80s, about 83, partly to mostly cloudy, about a 10 to 20% chance of an afternoon evening shower or storm, and then isolated scattered showers and storms at times throughout the weekend.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, your Thursday morning kicks off with no major problems. We do have one minor accident, Dunbarton at West Cherry. Aside of that, we're looking good. Interstate systems moving into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Albany, Greenville. You keep listening. We'll keep you posted with the latest and the most accurate traffic conditions on the radio. Incredible values are at Premier Place. Shop It's Fashion, GNC, T-Mobile, Goodwill, and more. Premier Place in Prattville, another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams of WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Thursday. Another victim injured in the Dayville mass shooting is sharing this story. 15-year-old High Simpson was shot 6 times at that party. Opelika High School sophomore has had 2 surgeries and is now recovering at home. He's in a wheelchair, but he'll be back on his feet by August. Governor Kay Ivey's one-time rebate came up for debate during the committee, and it passed, but it was less than what was expected. State senators dropped the $400 rebate to $100 per tax filer. At the meeting, senators approved an $8.8 billion education trust fund that includes a 2% pay raise for teachers. The historic Grove Court Apartments in downtown Montgomery.
So teachers get a raise, but we don't get $400 because they rather buy the teacher's vote. I got you. I got you. They get a raise every time the session is in office.
I'm Jasmine Williams.
Okay then.
Since 1969, you've trusted Bill Bradley when something breaks.
Don't
Call
search
Bill
that.
Bradley for plumbing, heating, and air conditioning concerns. Bill Bradley will come fix your home. Call today and tune up your AC for only
So the
$74.
teachers get another raise.
For all things green, including available financing and
They deserve a raise. Fix my home.
I'm Martin Hook, the inventor of Navage nasal care.
You know I love the ladies.
The Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver," unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save the typical family $500 a month. And that's huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The customer satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan.
$100.
Works. It's been around
Tell them to
for
do with
a
that.
century, and members have shared
Buy
more than
chicken.
$3 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy or just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440. Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time, if you can, to rise and shine once again. For it is once again, you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and it's time for our Daily Bread. This is News Radio 1440. Today's Daily Bread, May the 4th, 2023. It's entitled Operating with Prayer. Our scripture insight today comes from 2 Chronicles 21 through 12. 2 Chronicles 20 and 3 says, Jehoshaphat resolved to inquire of the Lord. Govern yourselves accordingly. Good morning. And again, it is May 4th, 2023 AD. It is a day like all the other days that has never been. And it is a day that once it's gone, it will never come again. Once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done with this day that you don't. And you don't get a chance to undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done on this day. If you've been around God's green earth for a while, you have seen, you have heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace and mercy of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with them? Well, whatever we do what we can while we can, as long as we can, until we can't. Look back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah Germain said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well that no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Or you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must. Rest if you can. But you never ever give up. You never quit. You never ever quit. Because quitters will never win. And while winners may fail at a thing or two, they'll never be failures because you're never a failure until you give up. Never, ever give up. And whatever happens to you on this day, remember this, just remember that it's still, no matter what happens to us this day, it is a great day to be alive. And remember, you were on the wake-up list this morning. Thank God for that. We'll be back operating with prayer. That's our daily bread for today, May the 4th, 2023.
Welcome to today's encouragement from the Our Daily Bread devotional. Our reading, titled Operating with Prayer, was written by Jennifer Benson Schultz. When my son needed orthopedic surgery, I was grateful for the doctor who performed the operation. The doctor, who was nearing retirement, assured us he'd helped thousands of people with the same problem. Even so, before the procedure, he prayed and asked God to provide a good outcome. And I'm so grateful he did. In 2 Chronicles chapter 20, Jehoshaphat, an experienced national leader, prayed too during a crisis. The three nations had united against him, and they were coming to attack his people. Although he had more than 2 decades of experience, he decided to ask God what to do. He prayed, "We will cry out to you in our distress, and you will hear us and save us." He also asked for guidance, saying, "We do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you." Jehoshaphat's humble approach to the challenge opened his heart to God's involvement, which came in the form of encouragement and divine intervention. No matter how much experience we have in certain areas, praying for help develops a holy reliance on God. It reminds us that He knows more than we do, and He's ultimately in control. It puts us in a humble place, a place where He's pleased to respond and support us, no matter what the outcome may be. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from 2 Chronicles chapter 20, verses 1 through 12. After this, the Moabites and Ammonites with some of the Meunites came to wage war against Jehoshaphat. Some people came and told Jehoshaphat, "A vast army is coming against you from Edom, from the other side of the Dead Sea. It is already in Hazazon Tamar, that is, En-Gedi." Alarmed, Jehoshaphat resolved to inquire of the Lord, and he proclaimed a fast for all of Judah. The people of Judah came together to seek help from the Lord. Indeed, they came from every town in Judah to seek him. Then Jehoshaphat stood up in the assembly of Judah and Jerusalem at the temple of the Lord in the front of the new courtyard and said, "Lord, the God of our ancestors, are you not the God who is in heaven? You rule over all the kingdoms of the nations. Power and might are in your hand, and no one can withstand you. Our God, Did you not drive out the inhabitants of this land before your people Israel and give it forever to the descendants of Abraham, your friend? They have lived in it and have built in it a sanctuary for your name, saying, if calamity comes upon us, whether the sword of judgment or plague or famine, we will stand in your presence before this temple that bears your name. We will cry out to you in our distress, and you will hear us and save us. But now here are men from Ammon, Moab, and Mount Seir, whose territory you would not allow Israel to invade when they came from Egypt. So they turned away from them and did not destroy them. See how they are repaying us by coming to drive us out of the possession you gave us as an inheritance. Our God, will you not judge them? For we have no power to face this vast army that is attacking us. We do not know what to do, but our eyes are on you. Let's pray. Dear God, you are the all-knowing and all-powerful God. Thank you for listening and responding to prayer. Please help us with whatever challenges we face today. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Alicia Reisinger, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
All right, it's time to rise and shine. Time to get up. Let's get it moving.
Here we go, all the way, gotta be rough and tough, airborne, every day, we run
to the sun, no sweat, not yet, down in the mess hall on my knees. We got nothing to eat but a can of beans. The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. Well, you know darn well that you can't eat. Time to rise and shine, people. It's Thursday. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough, airborne. All the way. When I was young, always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, easing the breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight. Come on now. It's almost the weekend. Believe it or not, it almost is. All the way, airborne, all the way, driving on.
Early one morning in the drizzling rain.
Well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light leave with the clearing blow. All right, let's do it. Let's get it on. Wake up, get up. Okay, I give you 3 more minutes. All the way. Rough and tough, airborne. Just got word that there is a fire somewhere on Atlanta Highway, so just govern yourselves accordingly on that one and be safe, okay? Don't be driving crazy. All right, time for PT. I'll be right back. Name on the dotted line. All I do is double time. Up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, up the hill. We're born. Oh, C-130 rolling down the strip. Airborne daddy gonna take a little trip. Oh yeah. Woo! Up, hook up, shuffle to the door. And jump right out and count to 4. Let's go. Now if my main don't open wide, I got a reserve by my side. Come on now. And if that one should fail me too, oh, look out below, 'cause I'm coming through. Hey, all the way. Hey, every day. Woo! Die on the old drop zone. Box me up and send me home. Oh, yeah. Bend my wings upon my chest. And tell my girl I did my best. Hey, everywhere. Hey, every day. Woo! That's enough of that one. And good morning, everybody. It is time to rise and shine in the great city of Montgomery. First of all, let's pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. Haven't exactly figured out what they do yet, but they're part of the family. We're watching y'all. And say good morning to Montgomery Fire Department. Good morning, guys. Milford, George people. Good morning to Dale Albert folks called the Montgomery Police Department. And good morning to the man who makes it all, well, tries to run it all anyway. That's the mayor, Stephen Reed. Also, good morning to, the sheriff. Got to talk to the sheriff, Derek Cunningham. I don't know who runs the sanitation department anymore. I know there was a woman doing it for a long time, but I think she left the building. No, she didn't die or anything. I think she just, what's her name, Diane somebody? I don't know who it is now. But anyway, good morning to you guys out there, street department, all the folks who go in when everybody else is running out. Good morning to the Alabama National Guard. I am a soldier a soldier for life. So I always got to pay homage to my boys out there. Also, good morning to the Maxwell and Gunner Air Force Base. After all, this is an Air Force town, and we got to pay homage. You know, we are visitors. You know, we wear the green, they wear the blue. But at the end of the day, we ain't one, but we two. That's right. Hey, that rhymed pretty good. Anyway, good morning to you. As the sun comes upon the horizon, remember, it is a great day to be alive. All right, that fire is supposed to be off Atlanta Highway, but I don't know exactly where that is because the person who gave me this valuable information didn't tell me where. All right then. So if you see flames, that's where it's at. Yeah, I got a notice the other day. It says a 10-year-old was caught working after 2 o'clock in the morning at McDonald's. Good, teach him a work ethic. Hey, can you ever be too young to learn how to work? I don't think so. I was working at 10. I got not at McDonald's, but you know. Oh yeah, I tell you, I feel pretty good today. You know, let's see. We got a lot of things to talk about today in the 8 o'clock hour. We got guests coming up, but it's Catholic Friday, Thursday. So you know, with 7 o'clock to 8, we're gonna talk to those guys. But after that, we're gonna talk about some other things. And normally the $400 that the governor had said she wanted to give her brother, you know, the House of Representatives right took it out to $100. You know what I tell you to do? To kiss my ever loving tail. Okay, $100 ain't gonna do us no good. $400 barely do us any good. But they want to build a new state house. Yeah, they want to build a new state house with your money. So it's your money. Oh, and of course, they're always cotton-telling to the teacher. We want to give the teachers and the state people a 2% raise. Why is it that every time they go into they go into session, why is it that they think that the state workers and teachers need a raise? Now, so the $400 is going down to $100. So I guess that we can buy a roll of toilet paper or something like that. I just don't know. Okay, I just don't know. So why? Why? So from $400 down, they want to give us $100. We can't do jack. It's almost you can barely fill up your doggone tank with $100, depending on how much what you're driving. Now mine, I can fill mine up with $100. I mean, it takes about $35 to fill my car up, so I'm good. So I got something that's about a couple of groceries out that $100. But now people in Alabama, you know exactly what you mean. They rather put the money in the building than put it in you. Hey, I'm sorry. Well, no, they are trying to put it in you. Okay. And listen, I got to take a break and we'll be back with other things. Yeah, they do want to put it in you. That's the problem. Anyway, well, coming election time, we can put it in them. I'm just saying, we might want to get some payback because they don't think you are worth $400. We want to give you $100 and build a new building for the state legislature. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, so that's what they think about you. So the $400, which ain't really a whole lot of money anyway. You see what you got to pay. Well, at least I can do something for them to buy me a new monitor for the computer, or buy the kid a pair of tennis shoes or something. But $100, come on. I don't know. I think we need to get rid of most of them folks down there. We'll be back right after this. Word of the day should be scoundrel. But that's not what it is. And lessons of life. Thank you for joining me each and every morning. It's a pleasure and a privilege to be brought into your homes and your cars and your phones and all that stuff. I appreciate it. And besides that, I don't have to go hungry. So we'll be back.
Main Street, it costs less. People are happier. And that's Medishare. You switch to Medishare, and so the typical family, $100 a month. And that's huge. That's what you're married more satisfied. After making the switch, the customer satisfaction rate, Medishare is better than typical health insurance. Imagine being happy without your taking care of your
The comments got a long way, bro. Sometimes. You see it. Half Americans spend time as a child in private school pay tuition. And what's wrong with that? I wish somebody paid mine. Woo!
Great people to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. But with ZipRecruiter, their powerful technology delivers so many qualified candidates. It's like a needle who knows that. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. For less hay, more needles, and ZipRecruiter. That's right. ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Telling you like ingredients. It's the Morning Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1340.
And we are back. Good morning, bro. Hope this day finds you well. I was on a roll there for a minute there. Anyway, good morning to everybody. Hope this day, seriously, I hope this day finds you well. And you know, life is fraught with problems and issues. Sometimes you just gotta go through the storm. You know, to get don't give up. And ask for some help. Anyway, good morning to you. All right, it is time for Lessons of Life and the word of the day. Now, the word of the day is an interesting word. It's spelled VERACE. Veracity. Veracity. It is pronounced veracity. Now, what does that mean? You've heard the word. I know now. I know. Public school only teach that word. Yeah, it's in the lexicon. But what does veracity mean? It means having the power of conveying or perceiving truth. Okay? Or something that is true. Veracity. In other words, if I tell you I am a paratrooper, I have jumped out of airplanes around this country and a couple other places, and I am being, I can attest to the veracity of that statement, the truth of that statement. Okay, if I tell you that, if I told you I was once a member of the proud United States Army unit, the 2nd or the 75th Ranger Battalion, or the 2nd Infantry Airborne, I can attest to the veracity of that statement, the truth of it all. Okay, if I tell you that I'm 6'3", well, there may not be much veracity in that. Yes, that's not. However, in my mind, I'm 6'3". Okay, I'm just in my mind. Okay, so that is veracity. Veracity. That's right. The ability to tell or to attest to something that is true, or conveying the truth. The statements that convey the truth. Okay, I know politicians don't much about veracity. They really don't. And we don't really want them to be too honest with us, because we like to say we like honest, but we really don't want it. Like when the governor came up with that $400 thing. Okay, well, she probably knew that it was going, that we weren't going to get it, but it sounded good, and the veracity of that statement has not been impugned yet. But now your representatives downtown said, "Well, give them $100 and up theirs." Okay, then it's your money that the government sent down there for you. But they said, give them $100, raise the light bill up every 3 months, make eggs go $9 for 12 million. I mean, all kinds of things. But your representatives down there are suggesting that $400 is too much for a brother and sister to have. They said they believe that. Okay? You never really do these guys in these committees too often, right? Yeah. So $400 wasn't enough either. But at least it was a, you should tell you got something. $100, that's like giving us $10, right? Okay, up yours. Anyway, so much for that. Okay, what? Okay, okay. It is May the 4th. It is, this is something, the lessons of life today, this is something that young folks need to hurry up and understand. And people of great talent need to understand this also. You know the reason why some people with great talent are not successful? Because they forgot the other part that goes with it. It's hard work. If you're talented and you work hard, you are putting yourself in a great position to be successful. However, hard work will always beat talent that does not work hard. Let me say that one more time for the folks that then maybe get into work. You might think you deserve that promotion and all that stuff. Hard work will always beat your talent that does not work hard. Always, always. That's why Leroy and Bubba got the promotion and you didn't. Yeah, that's because we know you can do the job, but you don't work hard. You don't work hard. Hard work, remember this, will always beat talent that does not work hard. That is the lesson of life. It was on May 4th, 1961. The first group of freedom riders left Washington, D.C. to challenge racial segregation on interstate buses and bus terminals. Montgomery was part of that procession. 1626, Dutch explorer Peter Minuit landed on present-day Manhattan Island. In 1886, the Haymarket Square in Chicago, a labor demonstration for about an 8-hour work before an 8-hour workday turned into a deadly riot when a bomb exploded. The year was 1916. Responding to a demand from President Woodrow Wilson, Germany agreed to limit its submarine warfare. However, Germany resumed unrestricted submarine warfare the next following year. 1925 was the year on this day an international conference opened in Geneva to forge an agreement against the use of chemical and biological weapons in war. The Geneva Protocol was signed June 17, 1925, and went into force in 1928. We just had to kill a few more people. That's why I gave us a little extra time there. 1932, mobster Al Capone, convicted of income tax evasion, entered the federal penitentiary in Atlanta, Georgia. Capone was later transferred to Alcatraz Island. In 1942, the Battle of the Coral Sea, the first naval clash between entirely with aircraft carrier aircraft began in the Pacific during World War II. The outcome was considered a tactical victory for Japan, but ultimately a strategic one for the Allies. The year was 1959. The first Grammy Award ceremony was held in Beverly Hilton Hotel. Domingo Banduno, or whatever his name was, won Record of the Year, Song of the Year for Nel Blue, Dibutu, blah, 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 blah. Okay, how about Bulari? Okay, Bulari, that's how we say it in English. Henry Mancini won the Album of the Year for the music from Peter Gunn. I remember. Remember that song? Yeah, okay. 1968 was the year Oroville Dam in Northern California was dedicated by then Governor Ronald Wilson Reagan. The 770-foot tall earth-filled structure, a pet project of Reagan's predecessor Pat Brown, remains the tallest dam in the United States, but is also the scene of a near disaster in February 2017 when two spillways collapsed, threatening for a time to flood parts of 3 counties in the Sierra Nevada foothills. The year was 1970 on this date. Ohio National Guardsmen opened fire during an anti-war protest in Kent State, killing 4 students and wounding 9 others. Now, I want to tell you, when I was in the National Guard, which I was, they gave us was it rubber bullets or no bullets or something? I mean, we had the baton, baby. They didn't want to give us no gun with real live ammunition. I don't want to find that. But that was 1970. That was a different time. I was in the Guard. How's Honduras? Oh yeah. That's when I decided to go active duty, because the guy chased me around the motor pool with a live 45. He thought I was a VC. And since then I've learned the VC ain't never been this far. But that's okay. He was going through PTSD. We called it crazy then, and now we just call the same thing PTSD. I'm good. Okay, I just ground of killing. 1980. Marshal Joseph Broz Tito, president of Yugoslavia, died 3 days before his 88th birthday. 1998 was the year. That's right. Unabomber Theodore Kaczynski was given 4 life sentences plus 30 years just in case he somehow comes back by a federal judge in Sacramento, California, under a plea agreement that spared him the death penalty. In 2006, a federal judge sentenced Zacharias Mazawi to life in prison for his role in 911, telling the convicted terrorist, "You will die with a whipping." 14 years ago, President Barack Hussein Obama promised to crack down on companies that ship jobs overseas, and we know they're lying about that because they all do. Okay, Apple. That's why I try not to buy no more Apple stuff. Okay, it doesn't come back any cheaper over here. Anyway, moving right along. 9 years ago, 8 acrobats were injured, most of them seriously, when a what in the world is this? Anyway, something broke. The clip broke during an aerial high-hanging stunt, sending the women plummeting to the ground during a Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey show in Providence, Rhode Island. Sinn Féin party leader Jerry Adams was released without charge after 5 days of police questioning over his alleged involvement in the decades-old IRA killing of Belfast's mother of 10, Queen McConnell. 5 years ago, President Donald Trump suggested that his newly hired attorney, Rudy Giuliani, needed to get his facts straight about the hush money paid to porn star Stormy Daniels before the 2016 election. Giuliani had early said that Trump knew about the payment to Daniels made by his personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, and Trump had paid Cohen back. The Connecticut Supreme Court overturned the murder conviction of Kennedy's cousin, Michael Schaefer, in the 1975 bludgeoning death of a girl in Greenwich, finding that Schaefer's trial attorney had failed to present evidence of an alibi. The U.S. Supreme Court later left in place the Connecticut High Court's ruling. Los Angeles slugger Albert Pujols got his 3,000th hit, reaching the mark with a broken back single against the Seattle Mariners. And that's some of the things that happened on this day. Now, what day is it? Well, it is what is celebrated today. Oh, sorry about your Miss PT, bro. Sorry about that. But okay, no PT the rest of the week. We'll get some Monday, okay? Star Wars Day. If you're a Star Wars fan, this is your day. Also, National Orange Juice Day. Okay, I like orange juice, not a problem. Be Kind Day. That's right, Be Kind Day. Also, it is International Firefighters Day. That's for our firefighters too. And World Password Day. So if you like passwords, today's your day. I don't know what that's all about. Petite and Proud Day. So if you're skinny son of a gun, you kind of skinny, kind of short, none of it. That's right. Petite and proud. Okay. All right, moving right along. National Candy Orange Peel Day. I never had that. I don't know what that thing. Does that taste like sweet potatoes? I don't know. I mean, so you actually eat the peel? I don't. Can you eat? Really? Is that what you do? I don't know. I never had it. So this is the South. You can find all kinds of things to eat down here. I mean, they eat dirt down here. I mean, listen, real dirt. I'm not joking to you. They eat it. I mean, listen, what's so more amazing about that is that they sell the dirt to you. I mean, listen, only in the South, you pick some dirt up and you sell it to people. I mean, where else in the world do you have to buy dirt? I don't know. Only in the South. Okay? No wonder they had a civil war. Anyway, National Renewal Day. Don't know exactly what that means. Maybe we want a New Year loan or something. National Lawyer Well-Being Day. We can have a conversation about that. Here's one for the kids. Today is Go Without a Diaper Week. Okay, let me know how that works out. Okay, no diapers for the whole week. Okay, we'll see how that. Okay, we'll see how that works. National Barbecue Month. That's right. If you like barbecue, it's your month. Another black guy I know that don't like barbecue. I just don't like it. National Hamburger Month. Oh yeah, hamburger month. If you like hamburgers, this is your month. So eat all the hamburgers you want to. National Get Caught Reading Month. Pick up a book every once in a while. That's what people keep telling me. I do. National Photography Month. I still got a camera. I figured out I'll never be as good as my son is with his camera, but I can try a little bit. I'm just saying. This is for all the fellas out there like myself and the rest of you guys. National Military Appreciation Month. So go out, book bidding down there, get your uniform, bring it on, and walk down the street, and listen. It's the only time you can turn yourself into like a lieutenant or something, if you was an E1 or something like that. But anyway, National Military Appreciation Month, and we do appreciate all the things these guys do. We do. National Golf Month. So if you like golfing, well, this is your month for golf. And remember this, guys. This is not for me, but it's the only time the black man we can hit some white, don't go to jail. I'm just saying. I didn't come up with that, but somebody said it, and the golf ball happens to be white. Although I will tell you one thing. If the golf ball was black, we'd be complaining. Why the ball got to be black? I said, the ball can't be white. So they just say there's a they just say there's a whole bunch of time. It just made the golf ball white. Okay, I'm just saying, that's hella wham. Okay, because you know the golf ball was black. Somebody be mad. Okay, we be having a Black Lives Matter thing. Black maybe Black golf ball lives matter. That's what we be having going down Highway 85. I'm just saying. So if you want to, if you're a golfer, well, this month is your month. Better speech and language month. Okay. If you have a deck at your house, it is National Deck Safety Month. Just don't put the thing out there and don't ever clean it and get the mosquitoes and stuff over and put a net around the thing. Put a net around, the screen. So what good is it to sit outside on your nice deck if all you're doing is getting beat up by mosquitoes and all kind of bugs? Put some screen around the deck. All right? Then I'll come over and sit with you. Bladder Cancer Awareness Week. Now, something serious. Bladder Cancer Awareness Month. I want you to be in your head mind sometime. It's Prader-Willi Syndrome Awareness Month. I don't know what the Prader-Willi Syndrome is, but I'm pretty sure someone's going to tell me. And this is a disease I am too familiar with a good friend of mine, Deborah Crooks, died from this thing. And it's Lupus Awareness Month. And my prayers go out to her family and Mrs. Crooks. They lost their youngest child. That disease. But anyway, so quick prayers up for them. National Lyme Disease Awareness Month. I don't know what Lyme disease is. I thought that's those green things that you put in with Coca-Cola or something like that. Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. I have lived in Hawaii for a while. I got to meet my Samoan buddies in the Philippines and things of that nature. So I understand this. Okay. National Cystic Fibrosis. Okay, let me do this. Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month. So they knew that FI thing they was going to get me. Fibrosis. Okay. National Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month. Okay. There's certain words that I have a hard time. That I got a hard time with. Okay. Maybe it's because I'm from Indiana and I wasn't taught those words. I don't know what words, but there's certain words, that I like idea. I know people don't like to do that, but that's what I say. Idea. It's a great idea. Okay, well that's it. And here's a great idea. I'm gonna take a break. We'll be back.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. An hours-long manhunt in and around Atlanta ended last night with the arrest of a suspect in a deadly shooting in a medical office waiting room. Correspondent Jeff Gates reports.
We have a national epidemic on gun violence in America. Was Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens shortly after 24-year-old shooting suspect Dion Patterson was arrested in neighboring Cobb County around 8 hours earlier that the police never been
Patterson, yes, Patterson, the Coast Guard veteran, was Italy, the Minnesota Hospital Medical Facility with the Canadian action, taking out a handgun, opening fire. The 39-year-old CDC employee was killed, 4 other women were injured. His mother says the suspect takes medication for mental health issues. Police in California say they're questioning a person of interest in at least 3 stabbings near the UC Davis campus, 2 of them deadly. Isaac Chapman is nearby. A woman stabbed through a tent in a homeless encampment is in critical condition. After a week of lengthy negotiations, teachers in Oakland, California have gone on strike. Many put out parents are understanding. It's frustrating. I mean, teachers are definitely paid, so they should be paid, to recognize the economy of schools. Will be open today with administrators monitoring classes. Volodymyr Zelensky has made an in-person plea to the International Criminal Court to try Vladimir Putin for war crimes. CBS's Lauren Kamato from the Netherlands. The Ukrainian president's speech comes a day after Russia accused Ukraine of carrying out a drone attack on the Kremlin. Zelensky visited the ICC, which has already issued an arrest warrant for Putin. Speaking in the Hague, Zelensky said everyone wants to see a different Vladimir Putin. One who deserves to be sentenced for these criminal actions. Those are reminded by the hundreds outside Buckingham Palace ahead of King Charles' coronation Saturday. I just love that the things with me all the time. It's a really good time to come together and just being held in the dead of night. Ceremony in about 70 years. And the American time for research in California Santa Monica Mountains. The range, maybe 12. Age, 3 to 4 years. Weight, 210 pounds. National Service biologists say the ear tag and a GPS radio collar for tracking and protection purposes. S&P futures are down 14. This is CBS News. Find your next big hire with Indeed. The hiring software makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Not running away on that. Imagine owning your own building and saving thousands every year. Sounds impossible? Not if you use General Steel. General Steel can help you save thousands by owning your own custom design building. It's called 887 Steel. That's 887 STEEL. How much money you can save with General Steel? Our buildings come with and thousands of companies, including 500 corporations, and custom China with their revenue. You really good for that. I'm very comfortable. Everyone can truly help them. I'm not Stop wasting money on rents. Call 888-74-STEEL. That's 888-74-STEEL to find out about all our popular quick construction kits, including a 40 by 60 foot building or a 50 by 100 foot fan building. Just call 888-747-8335 now. That's 888-74-STEEL.
There's pushback over a new Navy recruitment campaign.
That's from Harpy Daniels' TikTok page, the stage name of Yeoman Second Class Joshua Kelly, who identifies as non-binary. They were
Hey, I got a
digital ambassadors in a pilot program that ran from October to March. Kelly says they joined the Navy in 2016, and they have been blessed to share their top experience with fellow sailors when off duty. But some critics on social media have lashed out, saying America's enemies are laughing. The Navy is trying to boost its size up to 347,000 members, an increase of just 5,000.
Students in Hawaii have failed to pass a bill to make tourists protecting the island's forests and wildlife. Visitors will be required to pay licenses.
You know, I have something here.
a good one.
I have figured out that the reason why golf balls are playing.
Yeah, you found it. If you're a kid, I mean, that's the real reason I think.
That way, Black Lives Matter wouldn't start raising hell about it.
Right. They anticipated that, like you know, like a century or something.
I saw a billboard one day and said that golf ball. The only thing a black man can hit this white won't go to jail for it.
Well, hopefully none of us will get any person white, or black, or anything else.
Well, hopefully not.
We should be going to jail if we hit anybody's.
But the true nature of it back in the day.
I understand. No, I get it. Yeah, that's funny. I would like to believe you're I see you can find it. And I put golf balls in places. Of course, yeah. Because I mean, if they were dark, and I mean, any color dark, brown, you know, dark blue, whatever.
Or maybe they just foresaw the complexity of our culture.
I think, like I said, I think it's like, I mean, no, right now you're seeing
I got about 30 golf balls.
Yes, yellow. Yeah, they actually have other colors. I get you, man. But all the colors you have black. In other words, yeah, I think that. I think some of you people head in the woods and they know that you cannot dark balls. I play yellow balls. I don't play. I don't play.
I never played it. I got golf clubs and balls.
I don't have.
It don't seem exciting to me. Now, if you're making a big deal out there, $1 million deal.
So here's the deal with that.
Yeah.
You go out there and you swing the ball 120 times. You get 3 really good shots. And those 3 really good shots are like injection of blood into your arm. I don't know if that's a pretty good shot. I'm just saying. You get a shot around, you get over there. You walk a 9-yard, you get on the 8th hole, and you'll hit a really good shot. You're like, I'm never going to pitch these things together.
Talk about arrogant people. I mean, you know, it ain't made for people like me. Maybe the aristocrat. Ain't matter. You can make $100 million if I just get on the football field. That's pretty good.
You do a good at it. You only do it maybe rolling back. You get in
yeah.
Pressure on you. You're not saying I mean, they get some like I said, you don't make you don't pay anybody. So that's good. Yeah. Money behind it and launch a tour, and it's $1 million, guaranteed dollars, and they don't your other endorsement. So they want PGA owns the name in it. So yeah, that's the I don't know. It's about the Tiger Woods stuff. He has to pay. He has to pay that. That's much fun for them. Yeah.
You know, Tiger Woods is still a good draw.
Oh, he is. He's still a good draw, and his marketing is still the best.
Yeah, because the only reason I watch golf, when Tiger Woods involved in it, I'll watch him just to see what's going on. Like Michael Jordan. I only watch basketball because when Michael Jordan left and Ali left boxing.
Because the man was the way.
Yeah, I love boxing.
They were the best. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Well, boxing shot itself. Boxing became more daunting.
Yeah. Although my main man, Mike, the guy who went to jail, he got screwed. I guess he got screwed. You know, not literally, but figuratively. He got screwed. And a woman goes to your hotel room at 2 o'clock in the morning. David, 2 things open. One is the refrigerator. Okay, she knew what was going on.
Oh yeah.
We don't. She screwed poor Mike Tyson just too dumb to know it.
Oh yeah. It's unfortunate. Yeah. There's a lot of instant when that kind of situation's out there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see what's going on. I like nights. I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't get in a ring. I wouldn't want to be able to one. Yeah. Last year's video of the guy behind me in the fitness place, hitting me on his seat. You know, it was Mike Tyson. You gotta be crazy. Well, he gets hit. He gets big money. Yeah. Yeah, you get well, until the entire video comes out. Yeah, because started on a jury, man, he would have got a dime. You picking a fight with Mike Tyson in years. Oh, no, he's still. But you got a right to do it. You know, that's not exactly, emotional. Yeah, you get on him first. But there was you remember David Letterman at the top 10 level? Yeah. Okay. I think there's so he said, I wouldn't have something like that. They were top of Boston, Mike Tyson. One of them was like 3 fights, not one was like, even though he fought that Mike Tyson. I think it was hilarious. I mean, I wish I had a copy of that. I went to high school in Spain. In St. Louis. Well, oh, this is 70. I mean, you like saying great? No. Yeah. But he didn't know. Oh, okay. I mean, we didn't hang out. Max and we did what I hope this is a good Catholic stuff. I'm always trying to find music. Oh, that's probably not the best. You have to bring your own. Anyway, our guest is first Tuesday of the month. Believe that it came real fast. Okay, the days went fast too. Yeah. The other month, it is Catholic Day, and see, today I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm going to let you guys run this out. You talk about what you want to talk about, and I'll just play producer. Well, I mean, any topic what is going on in the world, and I think it's basically is we believe because of the life and thoughts of rather than our thought life. So it's one of those things, and I talked about it last weekend about in the homily about what does that mean? The homilies of sermon at mass. Myself, next year our mass is online, and our Facebook page, and other brothers or we talk to anyway. So I talked about the ancient we talked about sexuality and all that stuff. So we're just losing our minds. So we can all struggling cats together. And no matter what, how many things changes genetics, and so like next time you read this photo of a female athlete, male athlete, yeah. I know, it's just insane. So the crazy one was this man was ballerina, prestigious royal, not the royal ballet, but a prestigious ballet school. And it wasn't good. It was like, this is not a good ballerina. So it's kind of okay, so men are doing better than women in some sports and taking that opportunity away, and then they're not doing as well in other activities and they're taking that opportunity away. It's just,
You got to be
it's crazy.
great.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
Do you guys think that the whole transgender, whatever hell it is it a front and is a denial of God?
That is true. Oh, yeah, of course. It really is. I mean, God made Adam and Eve. God said, let us make man in our image, and the divine image he created him. So, God obviously gender at the very beginning. And for good reason. But that's what family gave us for most part. So, that's another thing about like it's insane. I mean,
young children.
This is not like this is not just a bad idea. You guys abuse these children like that. So you're doing that. And the reason why they do that is because they generate themselves. In other words, in this movement, you're not going to have children naturally, kids. And so you have to co-opt these young people. Essentially, because I remember years ago, I was talking about one of the teachers wasn't always a teacher, he was in something like before. Where they talked about advertising. And this guy spoke. I don't know if he was I knew this guy in the 80s. But he said, guess what? It took half as much advertising out so they gear things things like that. Earlier, the more malleable. So it is. So this whole movement toward getting children to really understand themselves, mature, that's stuff like that. That make a permanent modification, And it's just people. It's abusive children. I just can't believe that we can't see that some people can't see that. I'm not talking about I'm talking about this doesn't have anything to do with politics. That's not expected.
Really, how do we, I mean, I read the other day and said, well, there are fewer American than any other time.
And that's exactly how we got here. Because in other words, if we get away from God and how God put this and everything else, we get away from that. So in other words, that's what he said, you don't have to so basically, we become our own God. That's it. You're right. Natural law. And we're susceptible to the very stupid thing. I mean, people can use orders here and there. And we listen to even about Catholic religion. And he said, the Lord is Satan. So, so he has also surgery and stuff like that. Just thinking, they're like clowns, it's so sad. And then doing this right here, he's just laughing. These idiots, I've convinced them that their bodies are wrong, there is a psychological disorder called gender dysphoria. It should be dealt with compassionately, and people should be helped along, to understand this. But like, even if I thought I was, a woman in a man's body, I'm not going to start mutilating myself. I mean, everything's working pretty well. You can see that. I mean, just physically, biologically. I'm not talking about any theological, great, ethereal thought that we can't access. I mean, it's like you start cutting me up and screwing me up.
Do you believe the church has, whether you're Baptist, Catholic, whatever do you think the church has fought this hard enough, or have they given in to the political pressures of our culture today?
I think somewhat, yes. And I mean, we're all called we're all responsible, you know, for ourselves. And then others too, I mean, they're called to take the gospel to the world. You know, and like I said, this is not even like the essence of the gospel. This is just human reality. It's not, you know, we're not talking about something that's, you know, faith-based. I don't have to, you don't have to be faith at all, like you talked about biology, you know, human nature. But I do think we're responsible. I have a friend of mine who, I went to my best friend, I talk to him every week, probably every month. He's a minister in another church in another city. And I asked him, I said, have you ever preached? And he's longer than I ever preached. He was 35 years of preacher at the time. I said, have you ever preached on abortion? He said, no. You know what I mean? And the reason why, and he believes it. He believes abortion is taking innocent lives. But it's like, I think a lot of people are afraid that they're people. They're afraid that, you know, and yeah, certainly, and I always talk about compassion and God's mercy. You know, whenever I try to learn to talk about that when I talk about the issue, because God is loving, and we all sin, and we all need God's mercy, we all need forgiveness. And so, you know, and I know that in some situations, there's a lot of pressure on, you know, I'm not, you know.
Is he really a preacher then if he wants?
Well, I mean, that's really, he's not preaching against it. He just neglected, and it's,
yeah. You also have to consider that there are 330 million people in the country, and they all have their own demon. They all have their own demon on their shoulder talking to them, and the priest is kind of playing whack-a-mole, trying to tell them, hey, you need to fix this problem with you. And you know, it's just hard to keep up, especially with the amount of really craziness that's out there.
But I think it's advanced.
It is.
I think it's advanced because what Kevin said.
Yeah, it is.
We didn't nip it early enough.
Right. We didn't nip it early enough. We didn't have a sense of God position in our lives. You know, I learned from very young age that there is a God and I'm not him. Yeah. But you know, a lot of people don't think that anymore.
I would say just if it comes down to it, if the pastors and the preachers are afraid to stand up and supposedly you are men of God, and if you don't want it, then why should I?
So let me kind of fill that in a little bit. Yeah, fill that in. A lot of this has to do with the sexual revolution started in the last century, got a big boost in 1950 and things like that. And every church in this country has got divorced and remarried people. Okay? And the Catholic Church has a process of analyzing that first marriage, first legal marriage, to see if and all that. But there's some churches, if you go and start preaching about the sin of divorce and remarriage, which is clearly a sin in Jesus' what Jesus said in the Bible, you have to be a preacher there very long. The people will end up I mean, Steve Wood was a preacher in a Protestant church, and he taught, you know, about divorce and remarriage one time because he had done a lot of research to figure out that, you know, what Jesus said in the Bible was exactly what he meant. And the result was that he walked into his office and the elders followed him in, and he said, this is what I believe. And he said, well, then this is not where you're going to be working. And he got fired on the spot. And a lot of preachers, they're all under, you know, they're under that kind of pressure.
Like, the priest company, your family. So in other words, I'm going to tell the truth the best I can, and just kind of figure out the priest actually usually do care stuff. Yeah, but unless I do something wrong, you can preach a heresy. You know, I'm going to be that priest. So I was in the chaplain.
I didn't know you did.
Yeah, I was at my church, and I was talking to one of the reserves who's Protestant, and he was talking about the fact that the church is not generalization. He said they want their preachers married. They don't sing a preacher. The reason why is because you have responsibility, you know, and you're not producing fancy food, you know, and you can just be controlled those. Because others, you have a family or you need a livelihood, you're supporting them, you can't, you know. And so, like Brian said, you have a lot of pressure not to rock the boat in some ways that's going to upset your congregation and has that authority over you. So, and my friend, like I said, we're close to, you know, to college. He said, you know, in his congregation that he does something, we call him a carpet, you know, he actually been fired from a church where basically.
And I thought the person you worked with up in heaven.
He is for us, and that's where we really are. I'm freer, I think, because he does have to think about, like that certain issues.
But they're still priests.
Oh, yeah.
They don't, priests don't preach enough about abortion,
But
in our lives, and some lives is different.
Good morning, who's this?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good, great, and you? Good. Well, are you picking up one child? Yes. In other words, that child that's in the womb is not the assailant. He's not guilty of anything. You can't. Right. Actually, we get it. I get it. Here's what I would ask you.
Well, let him answer your question.
Here's why I don't think that's a legitimate question. Okay? And this is why. Because we're talking about 4 people in the country a year. Are you willing to come down and say that means that the other 99.9% of abortions that happen, even if you say that all we're going to give exceptions for rape, that's 99, only 1% of rape and incest or 1% of abortions. Are you willing to say that you're going to be willing to ban all the other abortions, the 99% of abortions? No.
Okay, I would say. Okay, so in answer to your question, that child in that girl's womb is an individual human being that didn't rape her. He didn't do anything wrong, he or she, and they shouldn't be killed. They should be executed for the crime of their father. Well, you just said if she's pregnant, where's the baby? You said that I know you said the baby, should she have to carry that baby? I understand the question. You're not. I'm saying she can't kill that baby. No, she can't kill that baby. That's what I'm saying. No, I don't. You can't kill a child. You you can't you shouldn't be. Well, I think pretty much one of our laws is you can now can't murder, and that's child sacrifice. Oh yeah, I would do. I would give them counseling. I wouldn't if you the abortion is a second assault against the young lady. The abortion is a second assault against the young lady. And if you read things, what's that? No, I'm talking about the girl who got raped. To abort that baby is their second assault against the girl who got raped. Well, yeah. No, I never said that was okay. It's already happened. You said, what do you do in these circumstances? No, I didn't say anything about that.
Nobody here has authorized rape or excused rape or anything like that.
Yeah.
You're talking about no. Nobody in the pro-life movement approves of rape. And if you're going to argue that point, no. You are making a disingenuous argument. You are making an argument from exceptions.
What's this got to do with Republicans?
Well, yeah, I don't. It's not a Republican issue. It's a human issue. She has a baby. You say she has to, but she already has a baby. The question is, what do you do with that baby? Do you execute that baby? Or she wants to kill the baby or not?
She has a decision to keep it or not. She can put it up for adoption. She has that decision. Oh yeah, many people. Oh, I can. People are lined up to adopt that baby. People are lined up. I can't have a baby.
He can't adopt because he's a single man.
That's just a stupid argument.
It's a distant.
Appreciate it, Carl. We got, but I will ask you one question.
Yeah.
In if a child is 12 years old and gets raped and gets pregnant, her life is in jeopardy of trying to have a child.
It's not. No, we have prenatal care, and actually, someone at that age, there's many people who have given birth at that age. I mean,
but she wasn't fancy dancing.
Yeah,
she got raped by somebody.
Yeah, that's
is that not an exception to policy?
No. So in other words, if you believe that child in the womb is an individual human being, unique and created in the image of God, and even if you believe just a natural level, that baby.
But you don't think a 12-year-old is too young to have a child?
Of course, and I think
so. That puts her life in that pretty.
No, puts your life in danger automatically. I mean, it's like I said, we have great medical care these days, Kevin. Like I said, people at 12 years old in our system in the United States, we have.
But she didn't participate in the.
I know that she didn't voluntarily, conceive this child. I understand that, but the question is, that's the reality.
We have now spent 5 minutes arguing about something that is mostly irrelevant to the abortion debate.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how the devil. You asked us earlier how the devil does his work. That's how the devil does the work, because the devil looks at us and finds this idea of, oh, this would be compassionate to this 10-year-old, this 12-year-old girl. Okay. And we end up debating this extremely fringe case, and we don't look at the 99% of women that do get abortions for one reason only, because of convenience, and it's a backstop to their failed contraception, and it's because they're not in a relationship that is filled with God. They're not in a loving relationship with the Father. Even some of those are non-loving relationships are in marriage. Sure, I agree with that. But most of them are not in marriage. They're not bringing God into their lives, and we are. And to justify the rest of it, you want this 10-year-old girl. You're uncompassionate for this 10-year-old girl. So I'm going to be compassionate to these 55 million women that have killed their child over the last 50 years. That's where my compassion is. No, that's 55 million people that are dead.
That's more than that, yeah.
Well, that's right. It is more than that. That's the number I came up in my brain.
Yeah. Anyway,
let's take a break.
Yeah. You let us go.
I'm sorry, that's completely disingenuous argument.
It is, but it has to be addressed.
No, you're right.
No, you're right, though. You're right. No, it was. But no, you're right. It's disingenuous. And also, Norma Corby, Roe v. Wade, passed. The situation was. Norma Corby is her name, that.
Yeah.
And she's deceased now. But and the case was, she was a white woman raped by black men, and she conceived a child, and that was where she was an abortion. It was all fabricated.
It was as much a lie. It was as much a lie as that.
So the reason they did that is because of compassion for this terrible situation. But then it became all 9 months. Right?
I thought Roe versus Wade was about privacy.
No, it was about abortion.
Well, it turned on abortion, but they said it was about it's not our business.
They created a narrative that the case, Griswold versus Connecticut, created a right to privacy that is now in the Constitution. And Roe versus Wade used that right to privacy to completely open up the abortion question from any government regulation.
And the danger of that was the practicality meant no government regulation. So you had guys like Philip Goswell that I mean, we're all here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, literally, we had cats.
and they're unregulated. Like I said, it's
Right.
insane.
The National Abortion Rights League, their inspectors team said his was the worst clinic they had ever seen. And they didn't report it to the state. The state didn't inspect it for 17 years. Abortion was completely unregulated.
I said, there's a movie. And that's what this is. I've seen the movie. I just read that we got prosecuted and all that, all the facts that came out.
But, and I'm not trying to disrupt, but medically,
well, most of the time they don't get payment because they're back to the mom. Regular. I mean, they were young girls, yeah. That's another different.
Talk to my wife, she's more polite than me.
Yeah, well,
I can tell you that.
Any woman who's experienced that and really realizes it's safety and
His mother was more polite than
yeah,
me.
they were all. Yeah, they were.
So that's another one I don't listen to very
Let's
much.
talk about the divorce thing for a time. Of course, I've been divorced.
I know that, yeah.
It always smacks me across the head.
Yeah.
But are you telling me that's a sin and cannot be forgiven?
No, they don't say we forgive.
So we're making mistakes.
No, the sin is, we have to be repentant, meaning that we have to change our lives. I know if I'm selling drugs to kids or whatever, and I'm saying, I'm sorry, and that's my sin, God forgives me, I can't keep doing it. And so that's the problem with adultery. how their stations look out about what the fear. Fear's not up here. I think anyway, okay, good to see you. Yeah.
All right. And we got them fired up.
Yeah, that no, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Deborah Rodriguez, Russia has just accused the U.S. of masterminding an alleged drone attack on Kremlin yesterday. Officials there say it was intended to take out the president. Correspondent Tammy McCormick has our top story.
Former U.S. Ambassador to Russia, John Sullivan, on CBS Mornings, extraordinary statement by the Russian government, not only blaming Ukraine and now the United States for claiming an assassination attempt on President Putin. And even the Russian government itself, as some believe, that this is a false flag accusation, that the Russian government has done this to try to rally public opinion for an obviously failing special military operation. Ukraine has denied involvement. Russian forces attacked several Ukrainian cities with drones overnight, calling it retaliation. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky traveled to The Hague today and pleaded for Putin to be tried for international war crimes.
That's what we will see that happen when we win. And we will win.
Zelensky also urged Western governments to deliver more weapons to Kyiv. The suspect in yesterday's deadly shooting in a medical office waiting room in Atlanta has just been charged with 1 count of murder and 4 counts of aggravated assault. He was taken into custody after an hours-long manhunt that ended at a condo complex in the suburbs. Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock spoke soon after on the Senate floor.
We're not safe at concerts. We're not safe at banks. We're not safe at parades. We're not safe in our own yards and in our own homes. And now we can add medical facilities to that list.
He urged Republican colleagues to approve gun reform. A judge in Wisconsin is scheduled to hear arguments today in a lawsuit challenging the state's 174-year-old law making abortions illegal. CBS's Jim Krasula.
The old abortion ban was triggered when the High Court struck down Roe versus Wade last year. The Democratic Wisconsin State Attorney General filed a lawsuit seeking to appeal the ban.
The Biden administration is getting ready for a jump in asylum claims at the southern border when a new immigration policy takes effect next week. They have declared a state of emergency in El Paso. Dr. Rafael Garcia says they're struggling to keep up at Sacred Heart Church.
Women and remain the leaders overwhelming it with universal care.
Energy prices are sliding. Gas prices holding steady but shallow, still reporting robust earnings. The energy giant says it made almost $1 billion in the first quarter, making it the latest fossil fuel company to post strong results. This is CBS News.
Leslie is a Leslie, and the
found just what he was looking for. Take Wesley's advice. Call up and open a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Jamie Foxx is reaching out to fans for the first time since he was hospitalized last month. After his baby Johnson, on LinkedIn, thank you all the love you and blessed. The answer about a journalist. Consultation with few details have been released. Celebrities including Martin Wednesday here is doing better. Business is booming in the weight loss field.
They're brand new. It's now home.
Alrighty then. Now I'm expecting again in about 6 or 7 minutes for a couple of minutes. Something's happening with the something's happening, but I don't know exactly what it is. But I'll get to that later on. Okay, let me finish delivering this message, and then I'll be right with you. Okay, good morning. How's everybody? Okay, and again, news of the day. Wait, I got two. I got I got two news of the day. Two news of the day. Okay. Now it seems that the rate the rebate of $400 per taxpayer in the state of Alabama is going to be adjusted down to $100, and we're going to evidently give the state workers or the teachers or somebody a raise. Now, I don't know why politicians believe that people who work for the government with all those benefits already always need a raise every time the legislature comes in session. Now, I don't get a raise every year, so why should they get a raise? So they're gonna again, what's going on? Okay, what are they doing? So our money can't go back to us, but we must give it to government workers. Okay, and that $400 went all the way down to $100. And by the time it gets to us, because they'll probably tax it, so by the time they get it to us, it'll be just enough to buy a couple of days worth of groceries. Okay. Well, if I'd have got the $400, I'm actually going to put that on that Alabama power bill that they keep letting Alabama power go up all the time on our bill. But no. Can somebody tell me why teachers think that they always need a raise, considering what we're putting out in public school now? Can you really tell me? I mean, seriously, do you think they deserve a raise? Not all of them, of course, but the system itself is screwed up. Okay. Now, if you go to the magnet schools and things of that nature, you're doing pretty good. The impact program, you're doing pretty good. But other than that, you pretty much left to fend for yourself. So we want to give those folks a raise, and we want to give state workers a raise. Okay, we all what? Why are they the only people in our society when they get 3 months off a year or 2.5 months off a year? They don't work as hard as the rest of us. And listen, if you guys have allowed the environment in public schools to become what it is, yeah. If the students are cussing you out, that's your fault. Okay, if you guys don't show up at the superintendent's desk downtown on Decatur because the kids are running wild as hell in school, that's your fault. If you and here's what I can't understand about teaching. You guys all have a pretty good education, and this is probably good, but everybody's scared of losing their job, so they'd rather sit there and put up with the most inhumane, most disrespectful treatment of any job in America, and then you complain to me. I just don't I just don't get it. But anyway, so I understand everybody wants more money, but I don't know why state workers and teachers always think they should get a raise. Live like we do, okay? Barely, okay? We don't have all them benefits that you guys get. Anyway, 860-1440 is the number here. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes, sir. Airborne. Yeah. Mm. A little bit more. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, listen, I have gone down there to the government workers sometimes. the best government workers that I have seen. Now, I will say one thing. When I went to the probate office, when Stephen Reed ran that office, I must admit, and it's continued even, yeah, under J.C. Love, it has continued. Prattville City at the time was some of the best workers, but now it's gotten better in Montgomery too. But the state, listen, matter of fact, when you go up there, sometimes it's like you're an inconvenience to them. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I got you. Yeah, yeah. I saw that. I saw that. Yeah. What? What? Yeah. Well, we don't make men anymore. We make people. We may start out as male, but now with the way, I mean, why in the hell? Matter of fact, we already got a problem with guys on the ship. 500 guys on the ship coming back as 250 couples already. So I'm just saying. Yeah. 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 Well, that's true too. Yeah. We really are. We are not the nation that our forefathers thought we would be. I mean, we using guys who want to be girls to for the Navy. What? Yeah. Well, we are going to. You know what we're going to do? We are going to embolden our enemy because they will not be scared of us. Yeah, we would. They would not. With them, a bunch of guys. Are those guys or are those girls who want to be guys? Are they guys who want to be girls? They don't know. But one thing about it, yeah, and so they're gonna come fight harder. So yeah, that's right. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's right. That's right. Right. Yeah. Outstanding. I thank you for yours. Appreciate it. All right, bro. Appreciate it. I'll bring that light bill to you. I'm supposed to have a guest, but let me see where they are in a couple of minutes. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Again, 2% of raise again. Well, maybe she was trying, but they're the one who gives us the money, so she just can recommend. But now $100, they can keep that $100. Mm. Right, right. Yeah, well, all I know is that the $400 is gone. Yeah, I don't care if they do it in a tent, but yeah, they don't even. Well, they did flood. Wait a minute, they did flood here a couple months ago. So, but, oh, they did. Okay, okay. I gotta take a break. Appreciate it. We'll be back. Oh my God. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Didn't even know I had it until I looked in the mirror. Oh, I just, and my lips went that way. Oh, what's up? Yeah. Lord took a liking to me, I guess. I didn't have any. Still, you got a wake up call. Okay. It is kind of normal. Yeah, it is kind of normal. Yeah, it's just going to take a while for your motors to run right. That's true. All right. And good morning. Okay, so my guess is for next Monday. I thought it was for next, whatever. Okay, never mind. I was lost again. I got to learn how to start using all this technology I got around me. What was in? Right up to my producer, producer. I mean, Sean Hannity got the producer, Savage got a producer. Everyone's got a producer. Okay, I got to call the headquarters and talk about some of that DEI stuff and get me a producer. Okay, let's go back to the phone right quick to Rick now forever, and that would be you. Good morning. Well, good morning, Miss Daisy. I'm doing fine. Oh, he's doing good. He's proud of his school, but other than that, he's okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep, that's right. All right, my dear. I appreciate your call. Appreciate it. 860-1440 is the number. 8:29 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Somebody had to make it. Yeah. Good way for what? You know, I'm glad you reminded me of that. But I'm not really a shrimp guy. So no, I was going pocket. Yeah, well, did you want one? Okay, well, I give you. Okay, well, I'll give you two. You can find out. Oh, well, that's that. Well, let me write this. Let me write this on the ticket. Okay. Listening to two. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Make sure you because you can't hardly get in our doors anymore. Um, what I'll do is I hate to take them to the door for you because be down here at 9 o'clock? Yeah. I want to have why can't you? Let you do it. Well, if part of that life means going to the shrimp board, but you need to come here and grab these tickets. Because I do it. No, I'm giving you the tickets. Hey, okay. Well, anyway, okay. Well, I got two tickets. I'll try to put them up. You can knock on the door if you want to. Um, all right. Well, I'll put them on the door for you. You know where we are, right? You know. No, no, no. But if there's something you want to comment on, let's go right ahead. No, well, see, if you're not even listening, then why are you worried about it? Yeah, I hear you saying. Listen, I'll put these on the door and then have your name on them, and so you can come and pick them up. They'll be on the, you know, well, they got your name on them because of the whole COVID thing. Yeah, yeah. Well, we still got a way to go catch up, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but we still. Then in Atlanta yesterday, there was an issue with people shooting each other. Whew, there was a yeah, but I don't think race has anything to do. We just got some sick people. Yeah, we live in some strange times. But anyway, yeah, yeah. I tell you what, let me cogitate on that and give you an answer. Give you an answer at another time. Appreciate it. I can't talk for all the brothers. Good morning on there. Yes, good morning, LC. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I don't know. It's tough. Look like the more problems we solve, I mean, the more problems we solve one problem out of every 300. So, yeah, yeah. Wasn't that the guy, wasn't that the governor of Louisiana? Wasn't that the governor of Louisiana? Uh, right, right. 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 Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I don't know why they just don't Zoom the meeting. Good morning. Who's this? All righty. Good morning. Yes. I'm doing fine. All righty then. Well, let me go to your ratings, 8:35 in the morning. Now, tell you how I'm going to give these other two tickets away. This is what I'm going to do. You need to text me, 334-241-9998. 334-241-9998. And in that text, somewhere in the body of that text, you must put Rotary. Okay? And I'll tell you in the morning who gets it. Because it's gonna be, I believe it's on Saturday. So I'll tell you in the morning who gets them, but it'll come from my text line, unfortunately, because I can't answer all these calls, but I want to be fair. 334-241-9998, and just put tickets on it or something. Something to let me know that you are calling in for the tickets, and I'll put Rotary or tickets because it's front row. It's front row. I don't really like this very much, but it's May the 6th. And this is a $50 ticket. I will give you $100 worth of tickets for two people, or you just, or maybe if tell me how many you want, one or two, and normally people like to take people with them. But if you're single to do it, if you text me and you do that, then I'll just give two people. So all you got to do is put that in there. I can't guarantee who's going to win it, but I'll choose it in the morning and see who wins. Only for my text phone. Only for my text. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Well, I rather, yeah, I can, just send me a text and I'll let you know in the morning if I get the text, because I want to be fair, I already gave the thing. Yeah. No, text me at 241-9998. Right. All right. Appreciate it. All right. Appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't, actually, yeah, I'm going to be happy to use that one. Good morning, you on there. Not need some more. Yes. Uh, well, I guess I got to pin him on the door. He can come in and get me if he wants to. uh, okay, now just remember now. Just remember, we in the same building with the U.S. Marshals and the FBI and all that places like that with all these guns around. So don't be coming down with each other. You know that. Anyway, 860-1414. I'm here. So let me take a break, and we'll be back. Uno momento. I got a tasting.
Weather forecast.
They can easy, but but I think make you very good.
Because when it comes to clearing financial bills, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP Indiana. Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remains strong.
Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
Okay, somebody told me, make sure you say the white Baptist. Now, black Baptist church is doing crap too. Okay, they be doing the same thing, and it ain't got nothing to do with color. Bad behavior, trust me, it's all right, I think that's bad thing. So if anyone deserves tickets, free tickets, free ticket socialism. Well, they're not free, somebody paid for it. 860-1414 is the number here. No. Listen, Baptist churches got just as many problems, black and white, as Catholics do. But we seem to dog Catholics because most of you guys are Protestants and you don't like the Catholic Church. But the Catholic Church have done more for Christians than any other church in the history of America. I'm just saying they've done right. Now we don't know, we don't understand the nuances of the faith, but we do know there are a lot of black folks in the city of Montgomery that owes a debt of gratitude to the Catholic Church, and especially remember the word Saint Jude, meaning that it's Catholic. And during the civil rights struggle, Henry Belafonte, who just died recently, Albert Sidney and all the folks that came out there, they wasn't scared to let people stay at their place. So I'm just telling you, y'all owe the Catholic Church a debt of gratitude around here. So I'm talking on all the time. We got bad preachers too. Everybody. I'm bad. We all get bad habits at times. So let's not be dogging my Catholic thing. Okay?
I'm just telling you. 860-1440 number here. Also, Atlanta yesterday, they're crazy over there again. One killed, at least 2 hurt in Atlanta. This shooting thing is getting out of hand. They just get it out of hand. I think we publicize it too much. Then you got copycat people. You know, I mean, just copycat people, just doing them, just redoing them. I don't know. I know what we should do. Okay, I'm not taking people's guns away, but I say make every bullet cost at least $100. That way they have less ammunition. Like every bullet $100. So you have to be very prudent if you start to use that ammo. So let them keep the guns. And they all and it ought to be a federal law. All bullets $100 a piece, whether it's a 22, a 19 caliber, whatever it is. And the higher the caliber, no, the higher the caliber, the more the bullet. I don't care if bullets go up to $500. Something like we protect the country. So anybody got a problem with that? That's right. It happened at 1100 West Peachtree Street. You know anything about Atlanta, you know where that is, okay? Navy commander. Now here's one that kind of hurt me yesterday. The Navy commander was cool because somebody died after going through hell with the Naval SEAL training. You know, is this part of the political correctness? All this training is dangerous. Every last bit of it. Right before, when I got to jump school, one guy came in at speed, hit the ground, and didn't ever come back up to life. All of this training is dangerous. Okay, are we trying to create warriors without having dangerous training? Is that what? If that in fact is the case, then we know we just change the name on the outside, put it in Chinese writing, because they don't care. Our warriors have to be worried. If they be worried about being a transgender, if they be worried about what color and the guy they're hiding in, none of that stuff. Okay, and I just think this way. Navy Captain Brian Deschler is being removed to another Navy job because somebody died in Hell Week. That's why they call it Hell Week. Listen, and I don't even know what that is. I know one thing. I don't even know that water. But all this special ops training, and this thing talk about. You know, I talk about them and Ranger School and SF training. You know, all those training is tough. I like to call it hypothermia in the bush one day, going through the swamp. Hey, it's part of the training. And it's a volunteer school. We feel sorry for that young man who lost his life. We don't want to see any of our community lose their life. But we also know that when you go to these specialized, these special operations command, when you go to those kinds of units, you're asking for the toughest, hardest job the military has to offer. Every once in a while, somebody, gets it. That's the way it goes. I hope they don't do them to this guy. It's called Hell Week Program. One time, I was in RIP, Resident Indoctrination Program, and I had to tell them they had to turn our weapons to it. We walked through the swamp, we walked through the stuff that cold, and we had to turn it down to you because you were so sleepy that you wouldn't even know if you dropped it. It is difficult in these sometimes, but we wouldn't have it no other way. We wouldn't have it no other way. I think that's right. So to the United States AVR and the government should go out to the Navy that they still students that lost their lives. We really did. It's a tough road to do. I don't know the culture, know that. Good morning on there. Well, you're black guy, that's all I know. Yeah, yeah. Well, but if they do that, they're before they got the military. So that's, I mean, unless they get PTSD. Yeah, yeah, sure. And why do people get upset if they get in a bad, I mean, if somebody beat you to the red light, or somebody almost hit you, almost don't mean jack. And why do people get upset at road rage? I don't. You gotta listen to Luther Vandross. But so what? So what? But why say anything? If you didn't hit your car, if your life wasn't in danger, who cares? Well, then we gotta have a conversation. Come on, we gotta have a conversation. But just because you almost hit me, there's no reason for me to get all upset. Yeah. Right. Uh, well, we all got issues, bro. I mean, yeah. I think he got an old lady. I think that's probably. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. 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 Air Force. That's kind of like I think he was a medic in the Air Force. I believe. Like that's it's an important job. I think it was. I think it was. Actually, matter of fact, I think it was a Vietnam. Anyone? Okay. I don't know. You got to show proof. Everybody got to show proof. All right then. All right. Appreciate it, man. That's really got to have proof. Again, let me get off. Listen, there were no shootings at Lee High School the other day. Nobody was shooting at Lee High School. There was a shooting somewhere around the school in the neighborhood. Nobody was shooting at Lee High School. I know because I lost $50 trying to get out of the house and block my keys in the car to go get my son. And you know what? Didn't happen. Okay, didn't happen. Happened somewhere in the neighborhood. I don't know why they have to mention a school that's within a mile of the place all the time. I just it leaves a bad taste in people's mouth and it gives a wrong impression. Okay. Something else happened at city council meeting the other night that really got to me. People were complaining about their neighborhood over the North Pass, near the North Pass, being under siege. Uh, Gunshots, this and that. You know, the mayor or somebody has got to figure out a way to get more policemen in the city. Okay? There's gotta be some motivation and a little extra money for people who want to do that job. And we got some folks doing the job that don't get paid. They're not policemen. They call VIP, volunteers for policing. And they try to help. I don't believe they get paid. So it seems to me that we kind of need somebody, mayor, you always tell me about that big brain of yours. How about people using that big brain to figure out how to get us more policemen? Motivate people to police in this city, in any city. Okay, and let's not be political on them to the point where nobody wants to job anymore. Let them do their job. Because that's one of the reasons people complain to me that they can't hardly do their job. And for political consideration, they just can't hardly get the job done. If you can't get the job done, why do the job? I'm just saying, well, I'm listening to this, and I'm thinking I'm talking about Los Angeles someplace. We got people over there, I think it's whatever, that are afraid to come out of their home. This is America. There's more James over here now than it was in Baghdad. I mean, I'm just saying,
somebody with the big brains around here with all these degrees, Morehouse degrees, and somebody ought to be able to come up with some way to motivate young men to want to join the police force to protect their community. I'm just saying, I don't know why we have a hard time doing that. Forget the political correctness. Let people do their jobs and let them get the bad guy. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Come on, who's this? Yeah. Hmm. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, wow. Hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, and- well, hey, appreciate you saying. I'm almost running out. So we just need to get more police. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they need to get. Can I join? Come on, who's this? Yeah. And I appreciate. I'm running out of time. Hey, you got 30 seconds. Mm. Yeah, I try not to notice those things. Yeah, I understand. But if you call people Republicans, black folks automatically think that they're no good. That's what they put their tag on me, but I'm not a Republican. But anyway, my time is up. Hopefully, we'll see tomorrow. We can go over the news of the week on tomorrow. So, we'll talk about the news tomorrow, the week, the week. And don't forget, lessons for life, word of the day, and an audio presentation for tomorrow. Bye. See ya. We want to be here.
We are coming back to life. Demolition is complete. The new apartments will be going up soon. They're on South Court Street, not far from the interstate.